from the things that we get from the world. Even when we experience worldly things that appear good and are good, that bring us happiness and joy, things that make us laugh, there's still something better. The best thing we can imagine to happen to us on earth, whether it's your favorite trip to Disneyland or time at the family dinner table, as wonderful as that can be, what Christ offers is even better. That's the promise He left for us. And friends, that's the promise that Miss Catherine has realized today. That promise has been fulfilled in her life. She's in a place where joy is unimaginable, where the love of Christ is so complete and so full and so radiating through her that it is impossible to be loved anymore. See, that's how God created us. God created us in the beginning to be creatures in a loving relationship with Him. But we mess that up, as we do most often, things that are left in our control. So God came Himself and said, I will be your way. No more sacrifices on an altar. No more smoke and mirrors. No more incense. I am your way to eternal life. But you have to do a couple things before you get there. One, you have to realize that you were created. We were created to be in relationship with one another. And that relationship should be modeled after the one Christ desires with us. So we must be creatures, the created of our God, that learn how to forgive and ask for forgiveness. Christ wants us to seek the dark places, seek our valleys where we are in the shadow of the valley of death. Acknowledge it, point it out, find that place, and then reach out and allow God to help us through. Admit when we're wrong, find our faults, and ask for guidance and help to be made anew, to recreate it into something better than we were before. It sounds like a lot, but it's really all God asks of us is to love Him and to love ourselves. And in order to do that, we must learn how to be forgiven people. From what I know from Miss Catherine, she was already past her most active service days when I came in the church. But the stories I hear of how active she was, how many things she did around here, and just looking at that smile, I mean, that was a gift enough, if that's all she gave us. But see, that's an example of just what we're talking about, of someone learning a lesson about how they were loved by Christ, what it means to be in that relationship, and then loving others the same way. That's a great model for all of us today, is to remember her life and how much she loved, and to try to love each other the same way. Like I said, I really only knew her from when she was brought to church, to be honest. But of course her family knows her very well, and James, our Patrick.
I don't know myself.
Come on up here and share some words about